Hi, I'm Charles MB. I have the weirdest niche ever. Somewhat recently, a certain bootleg company has started to pump out Dandy's World plushies for the skins of the game, and you know what that means. I gotta rank them all. Now, I was debating whether to even do this when I've already done shorts rating most of them, but in a long form video I can give more reasoning as to why I rated the plushies how I did. Some of my opinions have changed, by the way, and y'all probably want to see this anyway, so let's do it. This list was not easy to make. There are 44 of these plushies, and a lot of them are shockingly decent, making the ranking process rather nasty. Dandy's World has 45 skins, so excluding the vintages, they've literally done all of them besides one. Sorry to all my Junior Detective Toodles fans, they've just never made that one for some reason. They made Twisted Tools before it. Oh, and if you're not caught up, the plushies are ranked based on how accurate they are to their in-game counterparts, unless they have a specific quirk that actually ends up making it look better, or that I just don't mind. I guess I should stop stalling and jump right into this mess, starting with our bottom placement. Also, I have 8 of these plushies, so when I get to a plushie I own, I'll definitely show footage of it.
Disappointment in the game of life!
Didn't learn from last time, did we? Okay, let me make this clear. A ton of these plushies use the same shapings that the original counterparts use, regardless of how shitty they are, so what they did here is they took the original Sprout plush and carried it over for this one. It went about as well as you think. Like, dude, you couldn't just fix the hair? You have a reference right there. Oh my god, I'm a poet. What's with the eyes, by the way? They should not be that far apart, and thus it just makes him look even dumber than he already would've. If anything, the body looks fine, but this entire facial situation just kills it.
You parasite!
Oh no! I think we might want to address what's going on up there. Are those crystals or melting popsicles? They just look so stupid. Other flaws include him being too thick on the y-axis, his skin not being purple at all, and him being traumatized in the eyes. Poor guy, it must be the parasites digging into his head. You'll notice similar flaws when we get to the later Pebble plushies, but this one had it the worst.
Oh no, not again!
Take what I said for Star Time Sprout and apply it here, except this time I think the caramel on his head kinda distracts from the forehead, while simultaneously hiding one of his eyes so he doesn't look as dumb. I could mention his legs having no spots on them, like they should, and I just did. Not very impressive either, this Sprout. You might be asking, Charles, why would you buy Caramel Drizzle Sprout if he's third last? Well, Cosmo couldn't have been alone, could he?
What was that sound?
Oh, that was just me lump.
Oh, okay.
This one is not the brightest. Laugh or you're getting it. It's just the OG plush, but a little better, I suppose. Although maybe it isn't, because why is her light bulb teal as well as her head? Did you paint over it? That can't be good. Adding to her lopsiding head, her body is crazy jacked and should be a lighter gray when it isn't. At least her facial details and glasses are decent.
McPizza and McSpaghetti.
My god, did he go through bloody murder? This goob is scary, I don't like it. You know how his hands and feet are brown to resemble meatballs? Well, clearly the bootleggers didn't, because everything is spicy red, even his blue claws are red. Speaking of miscolorization, his arms should be slightly lighter in color, but since they aren't, he looks so bizarre. I'm grateful the face doesn't cut off this time around, but that won't save this one, honey.
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
One of the most confusing plushies on this list. What the hell happened to the face? It's like they slapped a sticker on it, and this isn't even an issue with the Cosmic Signal V plush, which we'll get to. Her front outline shouldn't even be blue to begin with, it's really weird. Interestingly enough though, they actually added her tail this time around, which is great. The outfit's fine and whatever, it's again the head that kills it. Many plushies follow that route, trust me. What is that hole?
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
Pretty sure this is the most forgotten skin in Dandy's World, and this emphasizes why. Practically every color on this is off, with his uniform being far too bright and his chubby head having purple glass. It seems they referenced the wiki image of the skin, which has this purple effect, so fair enough, but in result, it's like he's filled to the brim with lean. Very derpy looking, not a fan.
Stop staring at me with them big old eyes!
Okay, I'll admit it, this is a huge improvement compared to the OG Shelly. I still wouldn't call it good, however, the head's still bulging, and with it the face is too stretched apart. Not to mention the headband going down instead of up, which is quite funny. And final critique, no pants strings! Unacceptable! Some of these plushies really fall into that uncanny valley, where you know who they're trying to be, but they have so many unique inaccuracies that it makes you feel uneasy. This is, undoubtedly, one of them.
Are you ready for start time?
Guys, I don't think they cooked with the Star Time skins. We're 9 entries in, and this is the 4th one. Astro is, unfortunately, still retaining his football-like appearance, which brings down everything. Also, his gigantic head is the most notable part of the skin, but they didn't account that and left it as is, all puny. That's really disappointing. Colors and details are good though, but I do not like how the blanket droops down. Ugh.
Get me over there, Rudolph! Rudolph!
This plush lures you into a false sense of security. Right now, you're probably thinking it's not that bad, it's just the face that's a little misshapen. It's like when a cartoon character faces forward but with the side instead. What happened to you, man? And what bumps me out is how good the rest of the plush is. It's accurate as hell, even the tail is there. His head though, it's built like a, I don't know, it's so bad I can't even give a comparison. Go away, Rudy, this is why the other reindeer used to laugh and call you names.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the Night Sky are like shooting stars?
This one gets the edge over Star Time since the hat's the correct size, and the added fluff is pretty cute and helps in hiding the sagging situation. Head still sucks though.
My dad calls me Louis.
The more I look at this one, the more I don't like it. His head's kinda small, the ears look like those wax bottle candies, and his left cheek is not only a completely different color from everything else, but is also the most disgusting color I've ever laid my eyes upon. Despite my rough description, it's really not overwhelmingly terrible or terrible to begin with. They did care enough to add his tail, so that's a win.
Clouds?
Hey, Boxton, you come from Round Town? Yeah, obviously the head on this plush is not going to be any different from the regular one, as much as I wish it was. The rest of him is inoffensive, excluding the fact that he doesn't have his sleeves. They are entirely hidden when looking at references on the wiki, so I think that explains why. Quite wonky.
Fish.
Looking back on the OG, this is a glow-up. Not a groundbreaking one, but certainly one. The head's not any less jank, shocker. One look at that chin and you'll never want to look again. And you know how people say there's plenty of fish in the sea? Well, that's actually false, because they're all on Finn's shirt. The pattern is so microscopic, and I could not tell you why. The gradients worked out, though. I'm surprised how well these bootlegs got the gradients in general. It's like that's where all the effort went.
No. Wait.
Spring Outing Coco has a very interesting backstory. It is the only plush on this list to act as a replacement. A replacement for what? This was the original design for this bootleg that was genuinely sold on websites, but it seems to now be defunct. Defunct? More like the fuck? If they hypothetically kept this design, it would have easily placed last. It's like they're rage baiting me by purposefully making the plush garbage. Thank God it got an upgrade, and it is decent. There is no snout at all, it's just a flat face, and her makeup or whatever that is dangerously purple, like, huh? You know what? Why should I even be nitpicking when we could have been stuck with this monstrosity?
George loves Mr. Dinosaur.
The best Shelly of the three, since the Dino hoodie is almost perfect. But, well, Round Town. A little blush also helps to distract from the face being wide, which Star Time had no fix for. Since I don't have anything else to say, can we appreciate how every plushie is being held up by random drinking cups instead of anything professional? Gotta make do with what you have.
I'm a bad boy, please come change my diaper.
Remember when I said the Glisten plush looked like a baby? He kinda looks like a baby. I'm just getting baby vibes, I don't know. Well, guess what? Bro is wearing a diaper. Point proven. No clue where the white came from. It's on his hands too, and it never should have been. And the part of his bow that wraps around his body, despite being on the original, ceases to exist on the cozy sweater version. The bow itself is still prominent, thankfully, and the colors are accurate. If I say the colors are good, it's just because I need to say something positive about the plush, because what else am I meant to say? Let's be real.
Oh, I'd say it's about a 7-point arm ripped off.
My arm is what?
Your arms ain't looking too good. You dislocate a shoulder or two? I mean, it's a little more acceptable than her predecessor's arm cannons. I guess I like this one, looking past her paper-thin head. Additionally, I'm glad her shell isn't overly blue like the Russian variant. It's a bit strange how her entire eyelids are shown on this, as opposed to barely at all, but whatever.
Everyone knows a guy who says, "Where my hug at?" just to get physical touch from a girl.
There's nothing fun about this! I'm kidding, it's kinda good. The details are more thought out and exact than Special Spaghetti, although maybe not enough, because both of his Poppy Playtime grab pack hands have the heart texture on both sides. For reference, it should only be one. Besides the bloated head, it's not bad and very silly. Also, I found this video of his face being upside down, and now I want to kill it with an axe. I'm gonna hire Spaghetti Goob, he knows a thing or two about bloody murder. Jeez, what were they smoking with Ebony Detective? This is a vast upgrade. His glass is a color that actually makes sense, and my only issue with the clothes is that they look skin tight like they shrunk in the dryer. Decently acceptable.
And thinking of eggs reminds me of eggs.
Another pebble skin, and with it, another incorrect color scheme. He's not slightly yellow anymore. As for the pan, in some images it looks perfect, but in others it's flopping over and melting. Turn the heat down! I'm unsure why it's so inconsistent, but the egg itself is passable. Not as delicious looking, but it's undoubtedly an egg. He's still too thick vertically, but the pan kinda hides it, so I'll take it. Compared to Swirling Mix-Up, I think the head's appearance on this one is more tolerable, and that's only because the top hat hides a large portion of it, but it's still tiny as if he's on one heart. From the images I could find, I couldn't tell if the ears also looked like bowling pins, but assuming they do, the top hat also makes them look a little more normal. The hat's the saving grace of this plush, honestly. I don't entirely mind his collar being pure black, but it's odd that it even is, when it's never been like that. But overall, I can get behind this guy. Here we have an accurate representation of Yada. After a kid whacked her head with a baseball bat in an effort to get candy. Yeah, this tiny head syndrome is surprisingly common among these plushies, and Yada got it pretty bad. Ignoring that, if you can, I like the rest. They didn't misspell April, which feels like something they would get wrong. But what they did get a little wrong were the tails. Their bottom sides don't have the same gradient the top does, and I'm unsure why they went with that exactly, but minor nitpick.
I'm back!
Not much to be said here that wasn't just said 10 seconds ago, so my motives for putting it higher are because the tail gradient situation is much less jarring. It's a smidge better for that.
Like a real superhero. Nah.
If I gave this plush to V, she'd either love it or identify that it's a bootleg and yell at me. I mean, part of me loves it too. Looking past her bloated head and somewhat light colors, the little bow and the cape are pretty well done. And her antennae are adjustable with wires. I forgot to mention that with Start Time. Oops. Also, the random eyebrow they added, which they borrowed from Start Time, actually doesn't look bad in the slightest, despite it being a confusing and unnecessary addition. You're lucky it worked out. You live for now, buddy. Tiny head syndrome is a real thing, and it's back in action. Her hair also is comically small to scale with it. What did your barber do to you? Last issue, she's a bit too orange compared to in-game. I still think this one's cute though, the outfit's good.
Let us commence forth. British?
If you're anything like me, you thought Elegant Purple Tegan was Elegant Purple Perfect at first. And then you look in her teacup. No tea? Parallel to last time, her head's filled with porcelain. No tea. It's like they don't even know what a teacup is unless it's full of milk, which you could argue. I do appreciate the boa though, again it's very fluffy looking, and that dress is sort of weird, but it'll get by. If I made a video ranking every bootleg Danny's World skin plushie, I'd put this one at 18, but I'm too lazy to make a video like that.
Not another one?
The third Pebble plush of the saga. Spoiler alert, they are all too thick, they all have slightly wrong colors for their rocky skin, and they're all traumatized. What saves this one is the bud itself. It actually looks great, along with the grass. You could say that bud is loyal to the one in game. A fairly satisfactory plush. Yes, I'm pulling out the synonyms again.
Enough is enough!
The final Pebble, and it's basically as good as the previous. The pillow looks like a pillow, and I'm glad they made the legs the right color. This is the only situation where making them blue is acceptable.
Is this the coal?
A shockingly good rendition for what should be a really difficult plush to make. They practically nailed Cole's shape, even if she resembles the pyramids a bit. The purple, like V, is a tad bright, and the front bows are there, but two-dimensional. Lame, but it's fine. Oh, and the giant bow is fabulous as always. You get it, girl.
You don't scare me.
Frosty Mittens Connie might look like a simple reskin at first of the base Connie, but they went out of their way to fix the hair and tail for this one. Let's give a standing ovation. That brings it up to a fairly solid ranking, even with her origami hair, and hey, no weird hat to worry about. I put Connie way too high last time, did I? Fasty got an alright treatment here. Her jaw is somewhat sharp and not as round as expected. Who am I kidding? We all expected that. They can't grasp the concept of a spherical object. Face good, color good, dress and leggings good. Bonus points for hitting the Gangnam Style. Our little butterfly is looking snazzy. Just like the OG, there's not much issue here besides her slightly lighter colors and slightly off facial structure. I enjoy it regardless. And hey, wires in the antenna are a great touch. Always appreciate those.
Ready for Christmas! Seriously, it's June!
Ah, we've reached the I'm running out of things to say territory. Anyhow, great depiction of Bobette. Not sure what's going down with the hook situation, but I'll pass it. Proportions are nice, the head isn't obnoxiously small, maybe a bit flat, and the details are present enough. How my ass felt writing that.
I can't believe how much I hate everything.
Top 10, yeah! I'm so tired. Fuck yeah, this one's awesome. His hoodie's missing the hood, but that's a minor detail. He's totally cool otherwise. Love the spiky wrist things I can't bother to research the name of, and say it with me, the colors and details are good.
Okay.
Poppy is who won my regular plush ranking video, so what gives with her only being number 9 here? Well, it comes down to the fact that I was a bit too nice on her. Her head's kinda lumpy and I didn't even realize. Even then, I can't argue too hard on this one. It's the same level of quality as the original, I'd say. Ignoring the quagmire chin, she's sufficient enough. The materials they use for the hat are really sick and add a lot, not to mention how her hair is finally 3-dimensional. It's a good day for us Connie connoisseurs. Connie sewers? Oh, and her idle pose is a great detail.
You wanna talk about that?
I'm in a maid outfit.
No, I promise you her forehead is not that big, it's just the angle. Calm down. That isn't to say her head isn't chubby though, it definitely is, but it's not too significant for me. She's still pretty. The maid dress is as good as it needs to be, it serves the job well enough. I said the J word, sorry. Very sweet.
This is Seafoam.
shot with high speed.
I adore this one. I'm not biased, I swear. No clue how they got teal hands from the references, but I don't hate that. They look like gloves, and that honestly fits the skin fine. Everything else works out. A little fun fact here, the base R&D plush attaches the heads to the arms, making it rather limited in movement. But Seafoam R&D fixes this. Yeah, the heads just flop over now, but it offers far more creative movement with the head and arms, so in the end, better choice in my eyes.
I'm almost there.
Exen is not one of my favorites character-wise, but damn, this is good. This is a rare instance where having a smaller head actually works in favor, since I think his head is just too big normally, so thus it doesn't look all that strange. The mouth does though, it's wide and crooked, am I crazy? They added his cane though, I'm happy they did, and the outfit's perfection. Nice job. Did you think I was gonna make an egg pun? I exempted them from the video.
Then oh fucking shit. I burnt it. I totally burnt it.
This is incredibly well done. Cooking-wise, Cosmo's also a little well done. The skin overall isn't as light, but it's hardly an actual problem, because this is god tier. The apron's flawlessly done, his sweater's fluffy at the bottom, how neat. It's so well done that I own it. This is the first bootleg Daniels World plush that I've received, and he is my new son. You cannot take him away from me.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute detail.
Another instance of a smaller head not being an issue for me. Maybe it's the neck that makes it that way, not sure. Anyways, this is amazing, and not twisted, baby. Let's go! The bows are all there, her bracelets, her tail looks great, so do the ears. Like, damn, this is up to the mark. And we're not even done with scraps. I have almost nothing to say here, it's just a more detailed skin than the last, and I guess her neck collar makes the small head look a tad better, in my humble opinion. A very cool. And alas, number 1. I can finally be free from this hell of a ranking while happily moving on with my life. Makes me wonder why I did this in the first place. It's because I'm a masochist. But anyways, roll number 1! I need water. Did anyone see this coming? An Easter tune winning? Unheard of. But yeah, come on, look at him! How could anyone hate this? He's just a little munchkin. Okay, fine. There is one extremely small issue. The bottom of his boots aren't the correct color. But genuinely, who cares? That's a fairly hidden detail anyway, so I can't really blame them. Focus on every other detail though. Wings, perfection. Antenna, adjustable. Head, the correct size, finally. Body, completely acceptable. Just overall, an impressively nice quality plush with an actual reasonable amount of effort put into it. Bravo, bravo, bravo. There you have it, the third installment of the Bootleg trilogy. I'm in no way promoting these plushies, you should totally buy the official ones when they release, but I'll still drop them in the description, plus the real ones, since everyone always asks where to get them. If a fourth installment to this series is happening, not sure. It would either be for every Twisted plush, or every Daniels World plush from a specific region like I did with Russia, but neither of those seem like crazy videos, so for now it'll remain a trilogy. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see ya very soon. I need to sleep again, this was exhausting. Lights out. And night light on. Night light out. Lights on? Lights on? Lights on, lights on, lights on, lights on, lights on!